Have you ever been in pursuit of a goal just to achieve it, then go back into your old ways and start from scratch? If your answer is yes, just know you're not alone. I've been through this before time and time again, but I feel like 2025 is different. So let's get started. What's up, everybody? Welcome to my 12-week transformation series that I'm doing, where I'm challenging myself and hopefully inspiring you to be able to lose 12 pounds in 12 weeks. I figured it's new year, and what better way to start off the new year than to focus on health and my fitness goals. Over the next 12 weeks, I'll be sharing my journey, meal prep ideas, and no equipment workouts to help you join this journey with me on a better, healthier lifestyle. So studies show that it takes a considerable amount of effort to be able to create long-lasting results within your habits. And it's usually around that 12-week mark where you can start to see real changes within your habits. That's why I chose 12 weeks. And for full transparency, I've struggled with sticking to the plan. I could get very ambitious and I could set high goals for myself, but I don't really do a good job at sticking with them long term. So one of the things that I'm doing this year is breaking up my year and my goals into quarters. So for this goal, losing 12 pounds in 12 weeks, that's going to be the first quarter and one of my biggest goals that I'm doing this year. So from January to the end of March, I'm going to create micro goals for myself as well. What am I doing every single day, every single week, every single month that leads up to the big result of losing 12 pounds in 12 weeks? Today is January 2nd. This is day 1 and week 1. And at the end of the week, I'm going to do a weigh-in and show you exactly what I've been doing this whole week leading up to the end result. To not only keep myself accountable, but to show you the progress and the results so you can be able to learn some things too, or help keep you motivated as well. All right, so today marks day 1. I'm headed to a local park and I'm going to get some exercise in. I really want to do this to show that you don't need a bunch of exercise equipment or you need a whole bunch of extravagant setups. You just go, make sure that you're in a calorie deficit and make sure you are getting some type of physical activity in, whether it be walking, running, cardio, whatever, or some type of strength training. So that's what we're about to do. I'll show you my setup in just a second. Here's my setup right here. And essentially I'll be doing a bunch of dips here and getting the workout this way. Okay, so I just wrapped up my workout. I basically did 4 sets of everything. So I did dips, I did pull-ups, I did a chest press, and I did these lat pull downs. So now I'm about to go ahead and go for a little bit of walk, get my cardio in, get my steps in, and then head back for the rest of my day. I got a lot of stuff planned today. I'm a firm believer that there's multiple ways to track your fitness progress. One of them being is videos and pictures. This is a great way to visually see the progress that it is that you're making and where you're starting from. Here you can see I have a good amount of body fat that I want to let go of. Now let's move over to the scale. Here's the scale. Don't mind all the glitter and stuff. This is from New Year's. But I got the scale from Conair if you want to go ahead and check it out. It's a smart scale. It's really nice. It tests like your body mass, muscle mass, water, bone density, all that type of stuff. But let's check out my weight. Now, let me fill you in. I did not eat anything this morning. The only thing I drank was just a little bit of water. I flushed myself out. I already, took a number 1, took a number 2. Should be flushed out. So let's see what I got going on. So I'm going to record from here, leave my phone because I don't want any extra weight. I'm going to get on the scale and then show you the number. All right, 171.5. The thing is not all about weight training, cardio, any of that. It really starts in one place and one place only, and that's in the kitchen. This is where you're going to see real lasting changes and results when you start to lock in on your diet, on your nutrition, and start to take it seriously. So that leads me to my next topic. What is it that I'm going to be doing nutritionally to achieve my goal of losing 12 pounds in 12 weeks? Well, let's grab this breakfast and go ahead and get started. Okay, so how exactly will I reach this goal nutritionally? I just put in the true late. I just put in a new tray in last night. It hurt so bad. But what I'm planning on doing is meal prepping every Sunday, my meals throughout the week. So I'm planning on having like maybe fresh meals that I could keep in the fridge for Monday through Tuesday or Wednesday. I've meal prepped before and I don't like that feeling of eating something on Friday that I made on Sunday. So I'm thinking about with the remainder of the week, just put it in the freezer. But I don't know yet. I think I might TikTok some recipes and see what it is that I want to cook. A good sandwich. Speaking of sandwiches, I don't know if I want to take that approach. Maybe every day I could just make sandwiches where it's super simple. I don't have to think about it. That's, I think, my main thing that I want to focus on. Making meals or food that is just like not even a thought. I don't have to worry about it for real. It's really good. But one thing that I do know for sure is that I need to be, and if you're on the journey as well, you need to be on a calorie deficit. So essentially what you would do is look up what your maintenance calories are and then subtract it from 300 or 500. So 300 is like a moderate deficit, 500 is a little bit more aggressive. But once you're in a deficit, already you're going to start losing body fat. And the resistance training, just make sure that it maintains the muscle that you already have or that you want to grow. I think once I decide exactly what it is I want to start eating, I'll fill you guys in. But usually I'm a creature of habit. I don't mind eating the same thing for an extended period of time. So I think that what makes it easy for me is that I could keep eating the same thing and that way I could be able to stick to my goal. I also love Coke Zero. Don't be afraid to be able to have some flavor in your water. Whenever you're having a lot of water intake, you could throw in some BCAAs, you could throw in some Mio flavored water. And what I like to do is just drink Diet Pop. So like, you know, Coke, anything that has a zero on it is really like my go-to. So refreshing. So it's currently 5:05 in the morning. I just woke up. Today's day 2 and I'm getting ready to go out for my cardio this morning. Everybody's asleep, so I'm ready to get my day started. Here's my schedule for Q1. I haven't finished my board yet, but obviously I'm supposed to already be out right now for my workout. Biggest goal is to lose 12 pounds. Come back, shower, study Spanish. When I come back, obviously the goal is to improve Spanish. Meditate. This is something I'm definitely working on, and I gotta prep my daughter for school whenever I get back. So all this in the morning. I'm using my Fitbit to check my steps. So far I'm at 400 steps. Since I'm already late, I'm thinking about doing 45 minutes to an hour. My goal is to get in at least 10,000 steps a day. And I know I should be walking longer, but kind of constrained on time because I do have, my main goal is to get done with everything in the morning because, you know, I'm busy, I work, you know, 9 to 5, so I have to obviously work, take care of my family, you know, when I need to, obviously get my daughter ready for school, and I got other stuff I'm learning Spanish. I got a lot going on, so it's best that I, you know, get done with everything in the morning. So it's currently like 6, but within that 45 minutes to an hour, I was able to get in 5,000 steps. Although it's not 10,000, I'm pretty confident that throughout the day, you know, with the amount of walking that I do, I could be able to get in my 10,000 steps. Okay, recap at the end of day 2. Right now, I'm currently at 1,300 steps. I don't know if you could be able to see that. 1,300 steps, that's not too bad considering this morning I left when I was around like 6,000 steps, I believe. Not feeling too bad. The only thing I had was like an egg bacon sandwich with some hot sauce. And then earlier, my family and I were running errands and I had like a chicken sandwich from McDonald's and some fries and Coke Zero. I know, but you know, focus on decreasing my calories. Another cool thing that I did today was finish my quarterly goal, like my vision board or my goal board. This is like my schedule and my plans that I have for this quarter. I'm not finished yet. I have to put in the weekend, but these are some of the rewards that I'm looking forward to. So this is something that I'm going to try out. I never really took this approach before, but at the end of each month within a quarter, I'm going to do something to reward myself for sticking to the plans that I set for myself. So obviously, goal is to lose 12 pounds. That's 4 pounds for each month. And the first thing I want to do, Big Sean, I'm a big fan of his. He has a book coming out called Go Higher. Really want to reward myself with getting that book, learning some of the information, and just learning, and self-development. Second thing I want to do is get some Casio watches. I really like style, getting stuff for myself. So Casio watches, this is the AQ 2300. So if you're into watches or Casios, it's a pretty nice watch. And then at the end of the quarter, when I'm planning on doing this, rewarding myself to either maybe 1 or 2 pairs of Becca 79 shoes. These are the Reed sneakers, and I'm a really big fan of these white sneakers. I've been wanting them for almost 2 years now, but I could just never justify it. Not that they're not at that price, but it's like, we're primarily on one income, so it's like kind of hard for me to want to splurge on myself. I kind of feel guilty sometimes, so I'm taking this approach, rewarding myself after I accomplish the things that I set out to do. So this is what I have. I highly encourage that, maybe this is something that you could be able to do to look forward to actually getting these things complete for yourself. So with that being said, it's basically like 8 o'clock my time. I may go to bed in like an hour and a half, and do it all over again tomorrow. Peace. Y'all, I woke up a little bit later than anticipated. My wife and I got caught up doing a devotional last night, and I went to sleep like super late, so it's like 5:20, almost 5:30 right now, getting my steps in outside. But it's not about being perfect, it's about being consistent. So I'll check in with y'all just a little bit. Just made it back. I did about 7,000 steps within an hour. I'm about to go ahead and take a shower, start my studies for Spanish, do some meditation, and today, I'm gonna start my meal plan. Today's Saturday. I wanna wait till tomorrow, but I want tomorrow just to be a complete rest day. I don't gotta worry about nothing. So I'm going to meal prep, and I can't wait to show you my idea of what I'm meal prepping, because I feel like it's genius. Just roll to the next clip, you'll see it. 12 eggs, 2 egg whites. This is what my pan of the eggs look like, and it's going on this bread and 1 slice of bacon. 2 sandwiches so far. So I'm done with my breakfast. This is gonna last me for a week. All of these are bacon, egg, and cheese. And I'm just gonna go ahead and put these in the freezer. Got the grilled chicken on the cast iron. I'm using some taco seasoning, and I went ahead and made a honey chipotle sauce with some Greek yogurt, chipotle, like the peppers, jalapeno peppers, and some lime, and a little bit of cilantro too. All my chicken for, I think, this week, or maybe for lunch, and then dinner will be ground beef. This is what it looks like. I was just waiting on the peppers to come out. And this is what it looks like with the peppers. Chicken's pretty much done. Now I'm working on the ground beef, and yeah. Okay, so this is 2 burritos per day, and this is all what I have for a week. Let's put it in the freezer. So here's all my meals for this week. Now I'm gonna work on my meals for the second week now. Now I'm done making my burritos. What's so funny is I thought I had bought another pack of chicken thighs. Come to find out that I didn't, and I'm so messed up about that. But so technically I still do have 2 weeks worth of burritos, but for the second week I'm missing 1 burrito for each day. So I need to go back to the store, get some more chicken so I can finish my burritos. I still got the wraps, everything else, but it's just that I'm missing. This is what it looks like. I got this whole section to myself. I'm going to go back and write down the calories for each one, because I took note of it, and then I'll just put it on the side, so whenever I pick it up, I know how many calories it is. Don't have to worry about it. Okay, I went ahead and cooked my food for the day. Started getting the kids ready for bed. They're still up. They gotta eat tonight. And I'm just so tired. We went ahead and ordered some food for the night. So it's like a little reward for myself. And by the way, I already hit 10K steps, maybe around like 6 o'clock today. So making good progress so far. But tomorrow It's Sunday, and we're going to do the final check-in of my results, my actions, and a little bit of reflection and what we could look forward to in part 2 or week 2 of this series. So stay tuned. What's up, everybody? Welcome to day 4. Today on this week is the reflection day, and let's go ahead and get into it. So today's Sunday, and you may be thinking, why is day 4 a reflection day? So I really started January 1st, and today's a Sunday. So that's why I want to keep the weeks consistent by just starting and then ending on a Sunday. So tomorrow, which is Monday, is going to be my first full week. So let's talk about what I've learned this week and how I'm feeling about this week so far. I went ahead and took notes so I can make sure I don't forget anything. So the first part, what have I learned? I think the biggest thing for me throughout this experience within the past 4 days is just, it kind of takes me back to that quote, fail to plan and plan to fail. So I say that to say, like, with my whole meal prepping or just having ideas in my head of what it is that I want to do, a lot of times I can have these abstract ideas of what I think I can do or what I think will be best, but I don't have anything concrete to be able to solidify what it is that I'm thinking for me to take action on. So for me, that's coming up with a consistent plan that I can be able to follow, not just eating like chicken, broccoli, and rice every single day throughout the week, kind of like how old bodybuilders did, but something that I know that I could be able to stick with. And we'll try it out this week with the burritos, but having something consistently in place that I could, like, that's going to set me up for success. I'll say another thing too, I used to do vision boards, but this is a different approach. This one I'm actually keeping somewhere in the house so I could be able to consistently look at my schedule and look at the things that I want to or aspire to have as soon as I get done with some of my results. So obviously, you know, we talked about it, but having something in play that can reinforce in your mind, like, these are the tasks that you set out for yourself, and these are the things that you plan for yourself. I say the second thing is I actually have the time that I thought I didn't have. A lot of times we make the excuse of, I don't have time for this, I don't have time for that. But honestly, a lot of times I may just be scrolling on my phone, or I may be caught up in doing other things that may be not as important and I shouldn't prioritize as much. But when I realized that, you know, I had to get these things done, I actually have more time than I think. I'm gonna wake up early in the morning so I can be able to get done with my tasks before I even really for real start my day. So everything's already knocked out the way. Boom, I could go ahead and start my day. I could, you know, learn my Spanish. I could start work. You know, again, I have a 9 to 5. I could get that done, take my daughter to school. And when I get done with all of that, I have the rest of the day to myself. Now, how do I feel? Now, honestly, it's only been 4 days, so it's not much to be able to feel, but I don't feel hungry. I don't feel like I'm really missing out on anything. I actually feel excited starting my meal prep. And although it's like a new thing and a new experience that I just may be looking forward to do, and it might get old afterwards, you know, after I get done with these burritos for a couple weeks, maybe I could try meal prepping something else and have something else to look forward to and feel excited about. But I don't feel bad. I don't feel hungry. I don't feel bad at all right now. The only thing I will say that when I'm actually doing some of these tasks, I do feel a little bit drained. So let's say, for example, when I was meal prepping, it took me, you know, a few hours yesterday to meal prep because I was just on the phone and doing other things while I was doing meal prep. So that in itself was draining. And then I'm the type of person, when I get done with the kitchen, I like to clean everything. So on top of my meal prep for 2 weeks, I cleaned the whole kitchen. So that's just a lot, and I felt drained. But I'll say after I get done with some of the tasks, I felt better. Like, it was a good feeling to know that I got done with my meal prep, and that's something that's going to help me achieve my goal. Whenever I get up in the morning, like, you know, 4:30 in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning to go for a walk and start my exercise, it kind of sucks, you know, having to wake up. But like, once I'm in it, you know, could be a little bit better, but I feel a little bit better. But after I get done completely, I just feel like, man, like, I feel good knowing that I got done with something that's going to better me at the end of the day. Now, as far as a reveal this week, again, it's only been 4 days, so nothing to really show, but I really do just want to talk about my actions. And that's what I'm planning on doing with this whole series. Yes, I'm driven for results, but I'm also driven for actions too, because it's the actions that's going to lead to the results. So my main thing is just focusing on the actions, the everyday actions. Am I actually doing the things that I set out to do, and am I completing the tasks that I said I was going to do to achieve said goal? Now that we get that out of the way, what can we expect from the next episodes of this series? So let's just talk about next week. Obviously, it was my first week of meal prep, so I'll be showing you again the same things that I've been doing. Me working out in the morning, me getting my steps in, holding myself accountable, showing y'all the process. Also with my meals, I'm going to give you an honest review. If you want like a Keith Lee review of my burritos, I can. But just really show and be transparent how I'm feeling through the process and the results that I'm making. If I'm feeling good, if I'm feeling bad, I'm going to be completely transparent with you guys. And honestly, it's going to be the results. So by the end of each week, I'm going to do a results check-in with my, my progress as far as my actions, and 2, my actual physique. So I'm going to be showing progress video / photo, and also my weight. And if you stuck around to the end of this video, I really appreciate it if you comment something that you genuinely want to comment, and subscribe to the channel to keep up with this series. One of my other goals that I'm working on this year is increasing my follows by a lot. Let's say 100,000. I don't know if it could be done. That's very ambitious of me, but I feel like if I continue to stick with the process, you never know. I may end up with 50, I may end up with 20. It's better than, well, not better, but it's more than what I have now. So any subscribers, I greatly appreciate it. With that being said, enjoy the rest of your week. See you later.